Hey, what's up everybody? I'm gonna share 3 simple tips that I used to change my body from this to this in only 90 days. And the great news is there is no meal prep needed. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. My name is Luke Rangel, and at the age of 20 is when I decided I'm gonna go all in on my results. I wanna get the best results possible. I want the ripped six-pack. I mean, what young 20-year-old guy doesn't? And I wanna do it as fast as I can. So what I did is what society and the gurus told me to do. I went to the gym and I worked out 5 to 6 days every single week. I did not miss a workout, I promise you. I remember I got all 4 wisdom teeth out and I was at the gym the next day. Do not recommend that. And so for 5 years straight, I worked out. I ate as healthy as I could. I ate only when I was hungry. I stopped when I was feeling full, and I did this over and over and over again. And on top of that, I sacrificed so many fun nights with my friends, girlfriend, now wife, just to get the results that never happened. So after 5 years, I looked the exact same. I was confused, I was frustrated, but mostly I was angry. I was angry because I felt like I just wasted 5 years of my life. And at this moment in my life, there was nothing going right. School wasn't going good. I was in a dead end career. Everything felt hopeless. And I just thought to myself, what if I could just figure out this health and fitness thing and transform my body, and then maybe that could transform other areas of my life. And that's exactly what happened. And so what I did, and throughout this video, I'm gonna share 3 things with you that I changed. The biggest 3 things that I changed that, again, helped me go from here to here in only 90 days. And real quick, before I share these 3 things, what I would like you to do is just click that like button, because every single click, you're going to burn 10 calories and get you closer to your goals. All right, so these 3 things, the way I came up with these is, again, at age 25, I didn't have any money to buy a trainer or afford any kind of program or anything like that. And so what I did is I had to do all the research myself. And so I pretty much found people that I wanted to look like. And I've looked exactly how they ate. And I took all of these people that I found and found the common similarities, and I just applied those things to my life. And so the first thing that I realized that I wasn't doing enough is I wasn't eating enough. Sounds crazy, and you've probably heard this before, but honestly, the more you eat, the more you actually burn. The biggest mistake that happens is people just don't eat enough. And so when you don't eat enough, our body goes into that starvation mode, and our bodies store fat as a survival mechanism. And then we go on the weekends and then we eat too much fat. So that's usually how our lives are, is Monday through Friday morning, our body is storing fat because we're not feeding it. And then Friday night, Saturday and Sunday, it's getting too much fat and doesn't know what to do with it. And so it's all about planning when you're going to eat. So the first thing that I started doing is I started eating breakfast, and I started eating every couple of hours. So the reason behind this, so as the term is, breakfast, break fast, right? You're breaking a fast. And so when we eat breakfast, what happens is our insulin and everything spikes up into our body. And then over the course of 2 to 3 hours, our metabolism starts dropping, and then we eat again and it spikes up. And over a couple hours, we eat again, drops down, and it spikes back up when we do eat. And that's how we want our metabolism to look throughout the whole day. But what happens is most times we skip breakfast like I used to, and then I'll eat once sometime in the afternoon, it spikes up, comes back down, and then it's just down here. Metabolism's not working with us at all. We eat one more time in the evening, comes up, comes down. And that is why we can't lose any of the weight that we want. That's why we can't shape the body the way we want. And so what you need to start doing is start eating breakfast. I used to say within 30 minutes of waking up, from all the studies, that is the best. But if you're not used to eating breakfast, you're not hungry, just start, eat within an hour. And what I simply like to eat is I just have a protein shake. Make it simple. Because I wake up, I'm short on, I don't have a lot of time. I don't need to do anything. I don't want to cook. So I'll have a protein shake, and that's something as simple that you could do as well. And then after you eat that breakfast, just continue to eat every couple of hours so your metabolism is working for you and not against you. So that's the first thing. The second thing that I had to become the most intentional with, and this was probably the biggest part for me, was eating enough protein. Now, when people usually start some kind of health program or anything like that, they fool themselves. They think that, they tell themselves like, I'm on a high protein diet. My trainer has me on a high protein diet. But in reality, it's a balanced diet, and the protein is the lowest macronutrient of the protein, carbs, and fat. It's the lowest macronutrient of all three. It just, if you tally it up over total calories, protein is only about 25 to 30% of your total calories. And the reason why people think that it's a high protein diet, it's just because it's more protein than what you're used to eating, but you're actually now eating as much as you're supposed to. And so for females, on average, everyone's different. On average, most females need about 100 grams of protein a day. And on average, most guys need like 140 to 170. And so the way you do this, every single time you eat, breakfast, snacks, lunch, dinner, every single time you eat, you need some kind of protein source. Not things with protein in it, but a protein source. And so what are protein sources? This could be chicken, this could be turkey, this could be fish, protein shakes, as I mentioned, dairy, cottage cheese, could be Greek yogurts, something very simple, right? And what I realized is when I actually tallied up the protein, I was barely reaching 100 grams of protein every day. And for my personal body and my specific goals, I needed about 170 to 200 grams of protein. So I wasn't even halfway to my goal. And so the moment I started just adding more protein into my foods, my body started shaping really, really fast. And now, before I go into the third thing, I want to help you out right here. What I want you to do is comment down below what you ate today. Comment down what you ate yesterday. And break it up, like at this time I ate this, at this time I ate this, at this time I ate this. And what I'll do when I have time is I'll go through these comments and I'll let you know exactly how many grams of protein you're eating. I've been doing this a long time. I could pretty much look at something and give you a really good estimate. It's kind of scary how accurate it gets sometimes. All right, so comment down below what you're eating and I'll see how much protein you're actually getting. All right, and now for step 3. So the first thing that I did, if you remember, I started eating breakfast and I started eating every couple of hours. The second thing that I did is I started having a protein source every single time I ate. And now the third thing is I actually started sleeping. It sounds crazy, but have you ever, this happens to me all the time. Let me know if this happens to you as well. Monday through Friday, like I work a lot. Like I'm up at 5 a.m. I usually go to bed around 9 or 10 p.m. now. Used to be later. And so Monday through Friday, I'm getting like 5-6 hours of sleep. And so my weight just kind of goes up and down a little bit Monday through Friday. And then on Friday night, I sleep in, get all 8 hours of sleep, and I lose like 2 pounds. And it's because our bodies need the sleep to get rid of extra stress that we have, to just have that full cycle that our bodies need. And so what I want you to do is really start focusing on your sleep. I promise you, I had the biggest belief that I just didn't have enough time in the day to get what I needed to do. So I kept working and working and working and sacrificing my sleep. until what I started doing is forcing myself to sleep, to get at least 7 hours of sleep every single night. And what that did is it not only got me the results that I wanted, but it helped me get more done throughout the day. It was the biggest game changer of my life, that when I was able to sleep, I'm more rested, I'm more alert, my brain works in different ways, and activities that used to take me, let's say 1 hour, started taking me 30 to 40 minutes. And I was getting more done in my day with less time in my day. And that's just how important sleep is. And so what I wanna do is I wanna help you lose your first, next, or last 8 to 12 pounds in the next 21 days. And you could find out all the information by clicking the link down below. Again, my name is Luke Rangel, and you are only one decision away.